Sometimes I wonder
if these walls remember us. There's a picture frame beside the window, turned face down for almost a year. I tell myself I never noticed, but somehow I always leave it there. The couch still leans against the corner, just the way we had it then. Funny how I've changed so much, yet some things never seem to end. I can change the locks, I can paint these walls, I can tell my friends I don't miss you at all. If this room could talk, it would tell on me. It would say I still hear your laughter when the house gets quiet after 3. If this room could talk, it would know the truth, that I've learned how to live without you, but I still don't know what to do with loving you. Sunday mornings feel the hardest. That's when memory gets brave. It pulls old moments from the shadows, like they never went away. I remember how you danced while cooking, making every little thing a show. Back then I thought we'd last forever. Funny what forever doesn't know. I moved forward, that's a fact, but every now and then my heart forgets that. If this room could talk, it would tell on me. It would say I still hear your laughter when the house gets quiet after 3. If this room could talk, it would know the truth, that I've learned how to live without you, but I still don't know what to do with loving you. Maybe some people never really leave. Maybe they stay in the spaces between every goodbye, every dream, every version of what could have been. If this room could talk, it would tell on me. It would say a part of me still wishes you were standing right in front of me. Oh, if this room could talk, it would know the truth, that I've learned how to live given you. If these walls remember, maybe I always will too. I wasn't ready for that. I saw you standing near the doorway, talking to somebody I don't know. I almost turned around and left there, but then you looked up and said hello. Nothing special in the way you said it, just two simple words and a smile. But suddenly my careful little progress felt like it had been gone for miles. I've been doing fine, at least that's what I tell myself, till something small reminds me of somebody else. It wasn't even what you said, it wasn't even what you were, it was the way you said hello that brought me right back to before. The way your eyes still found mine across a crowded room made me wonder if some feelings ever really leave you. You asked me how my life's been going, like we were strangers catching up. I answered every question calmly, while my heart was giving up. You laughed at something that I mentioned, the same laugh I used to know. Funny how a single moment can reopen what was closed. Maybe I'm stronger now, maybe I've grown, but some memories still know how to feel like home. It wasn't even what you said, it wasn't even what you wore, it was the way you said hello that brought me right back to before. The way your eyes still found mine across a crowded room made me wonder if some feelings ever really leave you. That's still true, but for a second standing there, I forgot what we went through, and all I saw was you. It wasn't even what you wore, it was the way you said hello that brought me right back to before. The way your eyes still found mine across a crowded room made me wonder if some feelings ever really to this. The radio's playing something familiar, but I don't hear a single word. I'm somewhere between your goodbye and the way your laughter sounded tonight. 3 red lights and a long avenue. I've been driving circles for an hour or two, trying to convince myself that seeing you didn't mean a thing. But every stop sign, every street keeps bringing me back to that moment. Now every red light feels too long, gives my heart too much time to hold on to the way you look at me, to the way you said my name. I made it this far without you. Why does tonight feel different? You probably went home and forgot about it, like people do. Maybe I'm the only one still carrying pieces of the truth. Maybe that's my problem, making moments bigger than they are. But something in your eyes didn't feel as distant as before. And I've been trying not to read between the lines, but my mind keeps doing it anyway. Now every red light feels too long, gives my heart too much time to hold on to the way you looked at me, to the way you said my name. I made it this far without you. Why does tonight feel different? Oh, maybe nothing changed, maybe everything did. Maybe we're just two people caught somewhere in between what we were and what we missed. Now every red light feels too long, gives my heart too much time to hold on to the way you looked at me, to the way you said my name. I made it this far without you. Why does tonight feel different? Green light, still sitting here, thinking about you.
I made it halfway home before I realized I wasn't driving anymore. Just thinking your name stayed with me long after the music stopped, long after the the city faded, the parking lots and traffic lights. I kept hearing your laugh like you were sitting in the passenger seat. And for a second, I forgot why we ended. One more exit, one more mile, one more reason to keep driving. I almost turned around, almost came back, almost followed that feeling. Instead of the map, I had both hands on the wheel, but my heart wasn't moving on. I almost turned around. Funny, I was sitting by the window, watching headlights pass, wondering which one was yours. I told myself tonight was nothing, just two old memories sharing the same room. But I kept looking at my phone anyway. One more minute, one more glance, one more excuse to take a chance. I almost called your name, almost reached out, almost let all of my pride fall to the ground. I was doing so well till you came back around. I almost called your name. Maybe we were right to let go.
Maybe we were scared to hold on.
Maybe some doors close forever.
Maybe some never really close.
And maybe that's why we're still here after all this time.
I almost turned around, I almost called your name,
Almost let all my heart.
almost ignored the pain.
Two people standing on opposite sides of the same memory tonight. Almost,
But not quite.
I drove by your street today, not on purpose. At least that's what I told myself. The old movie theater's gone now. You turned it into something new. Funny how the whole world's changing, like it got tired of waiting too. I stood there for a minute, trying to recognize the view. But then it hit me, I wasn't looking for the place, I was looking for you. And maybe that's the problem with memories, they never stay the age you leave them. Maybe I don't so sure of everything, like we couldn't imagine the end. I stared at those two strangers, smiling back at me, and I wondered if they would even recognize who we became. Time keeps moving, that's what time does. But some moments never learn how. Maybe I don't miss you. Maybe I miss somebody we used to be. Two hearts making promises neither one could keep. Maybe I'm not holding on to you. Maybe I'm holding on to me, to somebody we used to be. If I saw you tomorrow, would it change a thing? Or would I finally understand what I've been grieving? Not you, not us, but the future we never got to live. Maybe I don't miss you. Maybe I miss somebody we used to be, a version of forever that only lived in dreams. Maybe I'm not holding on to you. Maybe I'm learning to release, to somebody we used to be. The theater's gone now, the picture fades, but some people stay with you anyway. I was clearing out my phone tonight, just making space. Then I heard your voice. Yeah. I found a message from last September, buried underneath 100 calls. You said you'd reach the airport safely, nothing special in it at all. You laughed about forgetting your jacket, said you'd probably do it again. Then there was that little pause, like you wanted to say something. A without falling apart. Now I can hear it from beginning to end, and it sounds different now. Your voice doesn't pull me under, it doesn't stop the world from turning, it doesn't steal my breath away. It sounds like somebody I love, somebody I lost, somebody who mattered and always will. But it sounds different now. Oh, funny how memory changes things, turns people into saints or ghosts. But there you were, just being yourself, the way I knew you most. Not the ending, not the leaving, not the reasons we fell apart. Just the woman who laughed too hard, had her own jokes. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's remembering right. And it sounds different now. Your voice doesn't pull me under, it doesn't stop the world from turning, it doesn't steal my breath away. It sounds like somebody I love, somebody I lost, somebody who mattered and always will. But it sounds different now. I thought moving on would mean silence, like your name would disappear. Maybe peace is simpler, maybe peace is hearing you without wishing you were here. It sounds different now, like a chapter I can finally read without trying to change the ending, without trying to stay between the pages. It sounds like love after time. It sounds like grace after goodbye. It sounds different now. Message saved, no longer needed, but not deleted. The flowers died months ago, I know. I should have thrown them away. They sat beside the window all winter, brown petals falling one by one. Anybody else would have tossed them, but somehow I couldn't bring myself to. Maybe it wasn't about the flowers, maybe it was everything they meant. A small reminder of a version of me I wasn't ready to forget. Funny what we keep, funny what we save. Long after the reasons fade, I kept the flowers long after they lost their color, long after the season changed, long after we became each other's memory. I kept the flowers, not because I thought you'd come back,
goodbye my own way. I saw your name last Friday evening. Someone mentioned you in passing, and for the first time the room didn't get smaller, the air didn't leave my chest. I just smiled, asked how you been, and kept listening like it was any other conversation. Maybe healing happens quietly while you're busy looking elsewhere. I kept the flowers long after they lost their color, long after the season changed, long after we became each other's memory. I kept the flowers, not because I thought you'd come back, not because I couldn't let go. Maybe I just needed time to say goodbye my own way. Some loves aren't forever, but that doesn't make them less true. Some people leave and still become part of you, like a song you don't play anymore, but somehow still know every word too. I kept the flowers until one morning I looked at them and realized I didn't need them anymore. Not because I forgot, not because it didn't matter, but because it always would, and that was enough. The vase is empty now, the window's still there, the sunlight still comes in.
I started writing this 100 times, never knew where to send it anyway. I still remember that apartment, the one above the corner store, the windows that would never close right, the creaking hardwood floor. We spent whole nights talking about forever, like it was already ours. Funny how young hearts can build a future out of stars. I blamed you for a long time, maybe because it hurt less than blaming time. So here's the letter I never sent, the words I carried everywhere I went. You were right about some things, I was right about some too. And somewhere in the middle, we lost me and you. This isn't me asking you to come back, this isn't me reopening that door. It's just me finally saying what I couldn't say before. I wanted you to be the villain, it would've made a better story, but love is rarely that simple, and neither were we. You gave me some beautiful years, I gave
come to. And somewhere in the middle, we lost me and you. This isn't me asking you to come back. This isn't me reopening that door. It's just me finally saying what I couldn't say before. Thank you for the midnight drives, for the cheap wine, for the dreams, for every version of us that existed in between. I'm done wishing things were different. I'm done arguing with the past. Some stories aren't supposed to last, they're supposed to matter. So here's the letter I never sent, the one that sat inside a drawer for years. Not because I was still holding on, but because I wasn't ready to let it leave. Now every word can finally rest, every memory can breathe. And for the first time, I think I'm ready to leave it where it belongs. No address, no stamp, no reply needed.
It's quiet now. Funny how loud silence used to be. Three in the morning used to find me staring at the ceiling, counting every mistake, every memory, every road we didn't take. I thought healing would be forgetting, thought peace would mean your name disappeared, but time had other plans.
3 in the morning used to wake me for reasons I couldn't explain. A song, a dream, a shadow crossing through the rain.
I spent years trying to outrun
everything we used to be,
only to learn
some things aren't meant to leave.
we were young,
We were certain,
we were wrong sometimes,
we were worth it.
and that's the truth.
After 3,
When the night lets go,
when the city starts breathing, and the
sky starts to glow,
I can finally see what I couldn't see then.
some people aren't forever,
But they're forever part of you.
I kept a voice message long after I needed to.
I kept some flowers long after
They stopped blooming too. Funny what the heart protects
funny what it learns to release.
when love becomes a memory and memory becomes
Peace.
Thank you for the nights we thought would never end.
Thank you for the dreams we didn't get to live.
Thank you for the person I became.
Thank you for the lessons hidden in the pain.
If I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing,
Because every road part of you.
The city never stopped moving.
Neither did we.
It just took us longer to notice.
A little longer.
After 3.
The